Hello everybody, it's me, it's PokemonTripHD. Welcome back to some more Dragalia content, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over the Winter Wardens Summon Showcase and discuss my thoughts on the units. Again, this showcase came out like 2 weeks ago or something at this point, maybe even a little longer, I don't know, but it came out a while ago, so it's been a while. These units have kind of settled into the meta at this point. So I'm going to discuss them and then my thoughts on them. Of course, this is a part of the Meta Talk series where actually the Dragalia kind of Meta Talk series. It's like a little mini series in a series. So where I upload 5 videos in a row. This is the 4th video out of 5. Again, the 5th video will be up tomorrow morning. Again, up a video every single day. I just want to clarify also from the last video, the Gala Ellie and Mega Man Meta Talk video, that he just brought this to my attention. So shout out to He Trust, my mod. That I kind of said Gala Ellie wasn't that great, just a little bit better than Gala Ellie, or not Gala Ellie, sorry. Gala Ellie was just a little bit better than normal Ellie. And I would say, you know, I'm sorry if I got the point that she's barely better than normal Ellie. She is better than normal Ellie. As a unit herself, she's barely better than normal Ellie. But as a complete kit and what she brings to the team, that's what really sets her apart from normal Ellie. Because again, that flame res is just so important. That's what really pushes her beyond the usefulness that normal Ellie brings. So of course, Gala Ellie is good. She's really great, and if you can use her over normal Ellie on your Mercuro Gaunt competition, or of course the Hybrid Hilda, I forgot the name for a second. Hybrid Hilda battle, if you could use Gala Ellie over normal Ellie, you probably should. You could also run them both on the same team because they are different weapons in Hybrid Hilda, not Mercuro Gaunt obviously, but in Hybrid Hilda you could do that, but then you rely too much on that single DPS. But again, Gala Ellie, she's a great unit, and that flame res really puts her apart from normal Ellie. I do just want to clarify that because I don't want to lead anyone wrong or lead anyone astray with my thoughts. Like I said, Gala Ellie is better than normal Ellie. She is 100% better than normal Ellie. So there we go. That's enough about the previous stuff. Let's discuss the current stuff, which actually the first Pokemon we're going to talk about, no, the first adventure we're going to talk about is Yiang Ziya, which I think you're supposed to pronounce her name Yiang Ziya. She's a water unit. She's actually a teammate for Gala Ellie and Hybrid Hilda, so that's very fitting. She is a water staff, you know, water healer. Her competition as a water healer is Nurse Aileen and Thaniel. Now, just to be completely honest, let's go over her kit first. Okay, let's go over her kit. She's basically Thaniel. She's basically Thaniel, but better. There's literally, she has skill prep built into her abilities already. She has burn res, again, great for Hybrid Hilda. The real reason Nurse Aileen isn't used because she doesn't have burn res. And of course defense buff, whatever. HP 70% equals healing, again, is good. Regard opponents and code ability standard. Her skill 1 heals and removes burning, and her skill 2 is a defense buff and an HP recovery buff. So that goes to show you that she is a ridiculously good healer. She heals, she removes burn, she defense buffs, and she heals. So she's just incredibly strong. And Thaniel has this exact same skill 1. So this skill 1 is matched 1-for-1 with Thaniel's skill 1. But then her skill 2, Thaniel's skill 2 only provides a defense buff, but Yiang Ziya's skill 2 provides a defense buff and gradually heals. Again, gradual healing skills are usually better than normal healing skills, so this is a great skill to have, and she has the skill prep built into her kit, which means that she already has her skills ready right off the bat, which means she doesn't need to waste a Wyrmprint slot to get that skill prep up and get her skill 2 off right off the bat in a Hybrid Hilda match. You get that skill 2 literally at the beginning without needing to waste a Wyrmprint slot, meaning you can use that Wyrmprint slot to add some DPS onto your team. Now granted, as a healer, your DPS to the team is, I believe, under 5% of the overall contribution to Hybrid Hilda's health bar. So you're doing less than 5% of that contribution. But again, if you can use an additional DPS print, maybe you're doing 6 or 7% extra DPS onto Hybrid Hilda. So again, it's going to help you get some faster clears, even though just a little bit. It is going to help you get those faster clears. Maybe your DPS on the overall team is low, and you want to run double DPS prints, Leviathans on your healer, so you can actually get a clear at a good time, or actually get the clear even. So that's the real reason that Yiang Ziya is used. Again, she's not on the DPS sim because she's not a DPS unit, she's a healer, but she is a much better healer than Thaniel. I don't think that's really much of a debate. She's 100% the best water healer at the moment, I would say. Now, Nurse Aileen is also pretty good, but strictly, let's just talk about Hybrid Hilda. Strictly Hybrid Hilda, I would say that Yiang Ziya is better. She is better. Also, let me know how to say her name. I really don't know. But yeah, I would say Yiang Ziya is better than Thaniel and the Nurse Aileen. Nurse Aileen is good, though, like I said, don't get me wrong. I haven't really compared the two in depth, but I would say Yiang Ziya is better because of this gradual healing skill with the defense buff and then with the skill 1 that removes burning. But Yiang Ziya is really good, like I said, and for Hybrid Hilda specifically, I would use her over Thaniel all the time. She's definitely better than Daniel, 100%. She has everything Daniel has and more. Again, the real reason she's better than Daniel is because she allows for 2 DPS prints on herself, and because she heals more than Daniel because of the skill 2, which gradually heals. Meaning, if you have any HP conditional worm prints on your team, you can activate those much easier with this gradual healing skill, as well as, say, Lily. If you have a Lily on the team, this is going to help you top off your Lily for that strength buff off of her ability much easier and much quicker, which again lets your Lily get more DPS in, especially if you're running the standard Gala Ellie double Lily composition. You definitely want to run as Yiang Ziya if you can, because she will heal both of those Lilies up to top and get them up to the strength buff. So again, Yiang Ziya is definitely the best healer at the moment for water, and she is a very nice addition. Again, playing for healers, I wouldn't really recommend. You probably already have a Daniel, who's, again, Daniel is still good. Daniel will still get the job done. He's that sailor boy who carried us when nobody else would in Hybrid and Hilda. Daniel still gets the job done, but Yiang Ziya is just better. She gets the job done more efficiently and more effectively and just easier. So again, that's the real reason I would say Yiang Ziya is better. But again, Daniel still gets the job done. He's still good. Now, since we're talking about water, I do just kind of want to go over Kamui really quick before I go into Durant. Kamui is basically Kagatsuchi and Hastur for water this time. So we completed those 3 elements for the Prime Strength Dragons. Again, going to say the exact same thing that I said with those 2. First of all, his skill also inflicts freeze, which could be niche in something, but at the moment, it's not niche. Also, his damage isn't the best, but yeah, his damage isn't the best. Anyways, same exact thing that I said for Kagatsuchi and Hastur. Prime Strength is good on your AI units and not so great on your main unit that you're controlling, because again, this can still affect the unit you're controlling if you put it on an AI. So he's really just a Mercurial Gauntlet Dragon. That's what Kamui is. Just a Mercurial Gauntlet Dragon, and that's really nothing more, which is, you know, kind of unfortunate. But again, he's still good to put on a unit. Very good for an AI unit in Mercurial Gauntlet, but as a co-op unit, he's not so strong. That's my thoughts on Kamui, but I do love his design. I just want to mention that. I love his design. His design looks beautiful. Now then, let's go into discussing Durant. So Durant, if you guys don't know, I'm a Durant hater. I don't like Durant. Personally, I hate his design. I love the 2 doggos right here, but I hate his design. I really don't like his design. His design is just like that typical anime, like, I don't like him. So that's Durant. He's there. A lot of people do like Durant, though. You know, I'm not going to let my opinion on Durant affect my objective opinion on Durant. I just want to mention that before I get started. But anyways, let's discuss Durant. So basically, skill 1, for 20 seconds, increases the user's strength by 40%, but decreases their defense by 25%. Again, this is basically just a buff skill. 40% buff is ridiculous, and 20 seconds is, again, ridiculous. That's an insane buff to have on a unit, and off of skill 1, it means you're going to get that off much quicker than, you know, obviously if it was a skill 2. A skill 2, Unchained Rage, for 20 seconds. Again, they're both the exact same amount of time. It increases the user's crit rate by 30%, but decreases their defense by 25%. So if you activate them both, your defense is going to be lowered by 50%. And you're going to have crit rate up by 30% and strength up by 40%, which is, again, insane buffs. You should be able to get these buffs again by the time but before the thing is done, you should be able to activate the buff again. Limited time only. What is this? Okay, that was weird. Anyways, let me X that out too. Nice things there. Anyways, my computer's trash. So you're going to activate them before they're even done, so which means you can stack multiple copies of these buffs, and you can really buff the heck out of Durant, and he's going to be insanely strong if you get those. Again, cold ability of strength plus 10% is good. Full HP equals strength up, which is, again, it's strong, but you can only do this when you're at full HP. Perez is good for High Jupiter, but personally, I would say to use him on High Jupiter, you're going to take a lot of skill, and plus, I wouldn't recommend it. I just wouldn't recommend using him in High Jupiter. Again, God Cleo strategy is so much easier, and if you're not using God Cleo, use Natalie, use Ayasu. Like, there's better units out there to use besides Durant and High Jupiter. But he has Perez, he has full HP to crit damage. So basically, what his kit is, it's a straight up buffing. Straight up buff yourself and deal DPS without using any skills. So full HP adds 17% modifiers to the crit damage and adds 13% strength when your HP is only full. You have to be at full HP. Again, you really can't take hits either, because if you take a hit, you're gonna get like obliterated. Your defense is gonna be lowered by 50%, which is a really big defense reduction. Like, if you take any damage that would do 100, you're gonna take 150. Which, okay, 100 is not a good thing. Like, let's say 1,000, you're gonna take 1,500, which is a lot more. If I'm assuming the defense thing correctly, maybe if it's not like that, but that's what I'm assuming it is. So you're gonna take more damage, which means it's easier for you to die. However, You could heal yourself back up if you're using Summer Verica as a healer. Again, Durant and High Jupiter, I would not recommend him. But for Mercurial Gauntlets, I would say Durant does work there. Now, let's go over to the DPS simulator where you can see his DPS. His DPS is actually really solid. Again, Martian, of course, you don't want to use Shinobi on him because he doesn't have any offensive skills. Beautiful Nothingness and From Whence He Came are great on him. Honestly, I would say don't use From Whence He Came and use something else. But, you know, whatever you want to use it, and it's probably going to work, to be honest, because Durant is really, really good. But again, above level 50, I would say do not use Durant, because first of all, you're going to take damage. You might even get O-code, and also you probably won't heal enough to where you're gonna, you know, be able to survive the next clap. That, of course, purple claps are above level 50. You might not be able to survive the next clap. And also, if you take damage, you're not at full HP, which means you're not going to be able to activate his abilities or his, of course, his skills can activate, but not his abilities, which is really where the DPS comes from. Again, there's better blade units. He's a Shadow Blade. There's better Shadow Blades like Natalie and a Yasu out there. One of them is in the permanent pool. Natalie's in the permanent pool. If you have Natalie, use Natalie over him. Because again, even just checking on the DPS, and of course, I changed to 120 seconds just so it's straight up Mercurial Gauntlet. Natalie and Ayasu both have better DPS than him, even in Mercurial Gauntlet. So it just goes to show that, honestly, Durant, under level 50, he works. He's great. He can easily substitute Durant and, or not Durant. Durant can easily substitute Ayasu and Natalie under level 50. But at level 50, or not at level 50, above level 50, I highly recommend just using one of the other two. Because again, you're not going to get the full use out of Durant, and you might even just die. And if you die, your run is completely over. So Durant is good. I'm glad we have a dagger that's easily obtainable in the 4-star pool, in the permanent pool as well. I'm glad we have one, but he doesn't match up to Natalie and Ayasu. Of course, it's obvious they're 5 stars. He's 4 stars. He's not going to match them anyways. Well, he shouldn't match them anyways because, you know, rarity-wise. But not even including rarity-wise, just DPS-wise, he just does not match them. Again, he is really good, and he can substitute them only up to level 50. After level 50, just don't use him. He's not useful after level 50, in my opinion. So that's kind of my analysis on Durant, and also my analysis on Yiang Ziya and Kamui, of course. Again, let me know your thoughts on these units in the comments down below. It's a pretty simple meta talk today, but I do just want to, you know, get out of the way. Again, I'm not trying to be biased on Durant. That's just my honest thoughts on him. Durant is good up to level 50 Mercurial Gauntlet, but after level 50, I would not recommend using him. And again, High Jupiter, just don't use him. He's got Cleo. And then Yiang Ziya is very good. She's easily replacing Thaniel and Hybrid Hold the optimal team compositions. Kamui is more of a Mercurial Gauntlet unit than a co-op unit. And yep, those are my thoughts on these units. Again, let me know your thoughts on them in the comment section down below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Why do you agree with me? Why do you disagree with me? I'd love to hear your opinion. Again, if you have different experiences using Durant and over level 50 Mercurial Gauntlet, please let me know, because again, I don't have much experience using Durant. This is just from what I see and from what people have told me. I have not used him myself because again, I don't have him at 50 nodes. So that's my opinion on everything. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Tomorrow is going to be the final meta talk video where I discuss the Dragon Defenders units. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves a great day. Until next time, have a nice trip.